entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled How and Why a Strategic Alliance Can and Will Make You More Successful. Ladies and gentlemen, it's marketing leverage on steroids when you use it correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to expose you to one of the simplest and most effective ways of creating marketing leverage. Basically, we're talking about a strategic alliance. And an effective strategic alliance helps you grow your business without having to spend money. So that's why you want to look into this. In fact, you can think of a strategic alliance as like money in the bank. It's a sort of currency, if you will. It's a partnership. And it allows you to leverage another entrepreneur's assets, no matter what they may be, and vice versa. So I want you to take a look at something. This is the inside of my dashboard, and this is, you can't see it up here at the top because I couldn't put everything into this square without making it too large. But this is a paid plugin called Social Metrics Pro. And you see down here in the corner, that number 24, that particular post, which you can't see, which would be over here all the way to the far left, it got socially bookmarked 24 times on StumbleUpon. Now I want you to stop and think about what just happened. 24, well maybe 23 counting myself, because I socially bookmarked it myself, first of all using a paid service called onlywire.com, and that's the word only and the word wire, all one word, no spaces.com. So I socially bookmarked it first, and then other people who read my posts, some of my subscribers and just people who come to the blog, they also liked it enough that they socially bookmarked it. Now here's the point of this. When that happens enough times, in fact, if you look at any of the top bloggers, the ones that get the massive amount of traffic, you'll see that they get tons of social bookmarks. People like me and you and other people share their information all over the web. And if you can see up here at the top, here's Facebook, Google Plus. Now Pinterest, I always pretty much get goose eggs there because I'm not actually registered on Pinterest. And some of you ladies out there who read the blog, you can help me out if you would by showing me some love on Pinterest. But the point I'm trying to make here is 24 separate times that happened. Now, when that keeps happening, Google and the other major search engines take notice to that, ladies and gentlemen, and they'll start moving you up in the search engine, in your rankings. And obviously, the more you move up in the search engines, the higher your pages rank, the more free traffic you get. Now, here's the other thing I wanted to show you, and here's why the strategic alliance part of me is so powerful. Look at this. Today's date is 11/27/2013. So this is Thanksgiving Eve, if you will. This just came in this morning. And here's a lady here, Country Kitchens Designs Photos. And listen what she wrote. Do you mind if I quote a couple of your posts as long as I provide credit and sources back to your website? My blog is in the very same niche as yours, and my users would truly benefit a lot from the information you present here. Please let me know if this is okay. Thanks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if that isn't a textbook example of what you're trying to do in terms of a strategic alliance or joint venture, I don't know what is. Now, what she's asking me, is it okay basically to give me some free exposure? Absolutely. So, of course, here's what I said. And you can see here's my response, 2013, 11/27 at 7:43 this morning, 7:43 a.m. this morning. Of course, please feel free and thank you. And then I asked her, by the way, are you up for a guest blog post? Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. In the offline world, if you have a Barnes and Nobles in your area, have you ever noticed how sometimes you go in Barnes and Nobles and they'll have local artists and they'll have the artists up on the walls throughout the store? Why do you suppose Barnes and Nobles does that? Exactly. So those artists will tell the people in their circle of influence, and those people will hopefully not just come to Barnes and Nobles to see their friend or relative artwork on the wall. While they're there, they may stop and grab a cappuccino, a latte, sit down, read a book or something, and end up buying something. So the point is, I'm asking her, hey, not only am I happy to have you share my information all over the web, with your audience, but would you like to guest blog posts? Because if she gets blog posts, maybe she knows somebody else in her circle of influence that might approach me too, and I might be able to get my information cross promoted via them too. So it's win-win is what I'm trying to get you to see, ladies and gentlemen. So this strategic alliance, you can do it online, offline. And the bottom line is this is going to boost your search engine rankings, and that's why I say it's like money in the bank, because it's a form of, if you will, social currency. This is very powerful. Now here's another one I want to show you. Here's another post over here I did. This is called Three Powerful Secrets I Learned About Internet Marketing from the SARS. This gentleman named David Sabatos. David's out of Canada. Pardon me. And this, you can't tell. This is Twitter and this is Facebook, and I'm pretty sure this one over here is Google Plus. But it got 5 tweets. And again, it got socially bookmarked 24 times on Facebook. And the reason that happened is because David has a huge circle of influence. And when he put this out on his network, some of the people who follow him put me out on their Facebook pages as well. So, entrepreneur, I hope you can see how and why a strategic alliance, A, it's going to help boost your search engine rankings, and B, it really is like money in the bank. Speaking of which, for those of you who want to discover how you can add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line and do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients, then entrepreneur, do yourself a favor. Grab and read that free 9-page special report. Head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, because that's where you get it. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.